personal development as well as education. Welcome to my YouTube channel. To my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing, and also to fam, thank you so much for tuning in. Today's topic is the importance of uttering positive words. Positivity. We're all about positivity. Why is it important for us to speak positive words? So today we have a wonderful guest who's joining us, who's going to help us with this conversation and clarifying the importance of uttering positive words, by the name of Lungi Mnomiya. So I'm so excited to have you. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation and coming.
Thank you.
So tell us more about yourself.
Oh, okay.
Lungi.
It's quite simple. My name is Lungi Mnomiya. I'm 37 years old. I am a wife to the late Pela Mnomiya. We have been married like 8.5 years until he went home. I have a qualification in taxation as well as financial accounting. I've got one daughter named Sasa.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, and I created a movement called Think and Escape with Lungi Mnomiya, and that's why,
Yeah. So you created this Think and Escape with the Lungi Mnomiya. Tell me, what prompted you to start teaching people to declare?
my dear, I think it was 6 years ago. I was speaking to a lady called Enki. We had met in some business meeting at a mutual friend. So, and we just connected. I think I just spoke sense to her, and she asked for my number, and we started communicating. And she was going through stuff, and she said the first person she would think of was me. And I remember this one time she said, "You know, sis, each time I speak to you, it's like there is this heavy load that just been lifted off my shoulders. And sometimes when you speak, I feel like you could, you know, a lot of people could be listening to you. Why don't you create a WhatsApp group?" I'd never thought of that before. I didn't take myself that seriously. So she was like, "Why don't you create a WhatsApp group so that we can send links, you know, to other people like me who are going through stuff and stuff like that, and so that you speak, say anything every day, say anything." I was like, "So you want me to say something every day?" So like, yeah. And as she was saying that, you know, something on the inside of me said, "Yeah, this is it. You've got what it takes." And
So you were already pregnant with the idea, it's just that you didn't
I didn't know.
It's just
But
that
her
you
saying
didn't know.
that, you know, it was like,
Yeah.
you know, this is it. You must do this. And as she was saying that, I was like, okay, how then do what's the name of this group? Immediately I named like Think and Escape with Lungi Mnomiya. And I was like, okay, this is a mental illness type of a situation. So, and with declarations and whatnot, we are solving a mental problem.
Yes.
It falls under mental health. And I was like, okay, I'm on it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to wake up every day and send declarations from Monday to Saturday, Sunday, to church. So I get two kids around. I was like, okay, I'm going to send declarations from Monday to Saturday. And I started structuring it. How is it going to be like, okay, Monday is going to be about spirituality, Tuesday is going to be, because I believe that we are spiritual beings first.
More than
Before,
physical.
before you become an accountant. Me and you know, before you become an accountant, you're a spiritual person first. Before you become a doctor, you're a spiritual person first. So I'm like, okay, whether you know it or not, you are a spiritual being before any other thing.
Before your title, people receive your spiritual being.
Exactly. You know, so on Tuesdays it's about health. On Wednesdays it's about mentality. You know, I encourage people to read books and whatnot. You have something to do that you learn. I mean, we've got the internet at our fingertips. On Thursdays, it's about Fridays, relationships, and on Saturdays, about Thanksgiving, what I call it attitude of gratitude. You know? And when she said that, I realized that growing up, I had no self-esteem issues, like severe low self-esteem issues. What do with that?
Really?
Yeah, that is no like my father. Even the fitness.
Look at you now.
Look at me now. But I had issues, not in went persevere. Not as far as thinking, I'm not going to be late, when there's an event or something. Not because being early is right, but I had this thing with me that, if I come late and everybody looks at me, they'll be like, look at this ugly girl, So I didn't, I wasn't early because earliness is good, it was for wrong
also had
reasons.
some insecurities.
It was insecurity. And another thing, I'm a musician, I'm a speaker. Back then I was still, I knew myself as a musician, not as a public speaker. And I knew that if I had to stand in front of people, then I need to undo or unbecome this negative Lungi that I've embraced over the years, that I'm not enough, that I'm not beautiful. And when she spoke those words, suggesting that I open the group, I was like, I needed a Lungi in my life back in the days. So now she's wanting this Lungi. So how many people are there, who could be going through the same thing, So that is how this whole movement started.
Very interesting, because words can make kings, and words can destroy kings.
Exactly.
It is very important to speak positivity. So why do you think it is important to speak positivity around our spaces, around our people, around our families, around our kids? I was talking off air with you, saying that kubalulekile ukuthi even because now, so it's very important. Exactly. So we were talking about that. That's why is it important that we speak to our kids positivity. Have people, even if you are older, like you have to have people that speaks the positivity upon your life, that speaks blessing upon your life. You can't say you have parents, but they're not saying anything upon your life. So mom used to say, we are zenzela, benze bakubusise, benze bakubusise, try something, something you should not and but the truth is, it's busibusiso sibone, So it's very important that you surround yourself with people that speak positivity upon your life. But I was telling you that today is this girl who was pregnant, she was pregnant at that time. She did something that I couldn't understand at that time. And she was another race, and she at work she wasn't sitting with the other race, with her fellows. She was sitting with me, and we became friends. I was like, I don't understand, why do you like me so much? Like everything, she will call me, come, I have this for you, she will buy gifts for me. Then I asked her, I said, like, why do you like me so much? Why do you always look for me, like you want to sit when I'm off, when I'm not when I'm on leave, she will call me. That's great. She will call me on her lunch break. No, you will sit with me. You are on the phone, you will sit me. I have to speak to you. And she told me, she said, she said something very interesting. She said the others they talk anyhow, they use vulgar language and all that, and they're swearing at each other, and she doesn't want that for her child, Can you imagine? I was like, wow, that's so powerful. Wanted your aura. And she wanted my aura, because especially she thinks the child, hear everything that we are saying, So she wanted to create an environment for a child even before us are feeling, I was like, this is powerful, So the power of the words. Why do you think it is important that we speak positivity all the time?
Listen, it's as important as drinking water if you want more. As important as eating food if you want more. I remember, I think I was doing grade 4 now. We started working at 80s. So they must start 2 at that time. Grade 4 years. Yeah. I remember I was standing by the road and this gentleman came. I think he was in high school or something. And he was like, hey sis, I said hello. And he said, you're looking good. I turned around because, like I'm saying, to me, looking like my dad, because my dad was dark. Now I'm kind of like fair, because as I'm growing, I was dark, that like dirty skin, and I had short hair, and so I was like, my dad said, you know, I'll meet people and be like, my father is a musician, so put this start at me, and be like, you know, that used to frustrate me, like, yeah. And this gentleman said, you look so beautiful. I turned around and was like, no, I'm not talking to you. And I realized then the damage, you know, the damage that I was carrying, that I didn't feel beautiful enough. So when he said I looked beautiful, I thought he was referring to someone else. It can't be me. At the back of my mind, like, it can't be me. He's probably talking to someone else. So now I'm saying, growing up as a child, I wanted a lungi that would speak positively, say every day, you are beautiful, you are smart, you are enough. You know, with Sasa, when we wake up every morning after preparing, before she goes to school, there is an I am affirmation. She would say it. I said, okay, let's go. Before she goes.
And she'll remember
yeah,
that.
She'll say, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm one of a kind, I'm wise. More voices in my teachers. Yeah, that's what she says. I'm one of a kind. You know, I'm God-fearing. She says all these things so that nobody can whisper to her that she's not beautiful enough. Because I tell her, you know, I've told her so many times that she now embraces that. She would look at herself in the mirror and be like, Mama, you know, because she wants that affirmation.
Exactly.
So it is very, very important. The reason why we've got such a broken generation right now is because people are not in harmony with themselves. You know, I read something about one of the metaphysicians, and he was a teacher of metaphysics, and he was like, disease is nothing else but a body that is not at ease. A body that is not at ease. So that means you are not in harmony with yourself. Your mind, soul, and body is not in harmony with yourself. Hence, we have such a broken generation. Hence, because nobody, you can't tell me, no, though, it's a mental, a positive mental health issue to rape your child, to speak negatively to your child as a mother, to be verbally abusive to your kids, verbally abusive to your spouse, you have
lost your soul.
You have lost your soul. You are not in harmony. You've got this anger on the inside of you, such that you take it out, negatively. So I'm saying it is as important as drinking water, if not more. Because if I tell you that you are enough, then there is nothing you cannot be. There is nothing you cannot be. You know. So I am indirectly giving you energy boost every day if I tell you that. Hence the declarations. Every 6 a.m. I wake up and send declaration. It's my burden. It's my burden. I need to speak to people. Hence I send declarations to you guys.
Yeah. And they are working. They are working for people. You were telling me a story about this lady who had dolls, who took dolls. I don't know how it goes.
You know,
I did, before you narrate it, I just want to say this. If words can do damage to you, if negative words can damage you, people have child traumas, and all that, because of what happened, because of what was said to them. Can you imagine if you say positive words?
My dear, you can build kingdoms.
If you say positive,
you can be president. You can be anything big. You can be anything big if you speak positively about yourself. What the story you're talking about was narrating to you off air. There was a lady who was wrongly accused of something she did not do, and by 2 ladies, and she wasn't a witch, but she used words negatively, but check the power of these words. She went and bought 2 dolls, and she named them Zandile, the ladies that have wrongfully accused her. She named them Zandile, and the other one was Bongi. I'm just creating names, but yeah, she named them with those names. And every day she would wake up and say, Spogi, as an example, guys, not the real names. She would wake up every day and say, Zandile and Spogi, the fights. Zandile and Spogi. Every day she understood something. That's what witches do. That's what witches do. Above above the concussions they use and whatnot. It's the words. They utter words, which is utter words. You know. And here we are. We are not witches, but we are not using words, which is a God-given tool, which is what was given to us by the divine intelligence, which I call God. And this lady would every day, Zandile, Spongile, Kabanan, you know, fight. Yeah. It was up until a prophet came. There was a revival, and the prophet saw this lady and said, "My lady, you are not a witch, but you were wrongly accused, and you were so deeply hurt. Your name was tarnished, so that you went and bought dogs, and you called them the ladies' names. And since then, they have been fighting. If you don't stop, they'll kill each other. That is how powerful words can be. See? Yeah.
The power of the words.
The power of words.
Yeah.
So now imagine if you replace those words with the words that say, I'm not enough, with I am good enough, I'm able, I can, I shall, and I will. Can you believe you can be everything and anything you want to be?
And you can also deposit that to the younger ones.
I'm telling you, you can't give what you don't have, my dear. You know, I usually get this compliment from other people. They say, hey, you love complimenting people. There's this aura around you. I'm giving what I am now, because I started confessing positive words for my life. And the funny thing is that before, like I told you, there are negative issues. It was before this lady asked me to put those declarations on the group and whatnot. The Lord has said to me, start speaking, look at yourself in the mirror every day and tell yourself that you are beautiful. I think it was around high school days, just before I ended Africa, you know, and I would look at myself in the mirror and I would be so crying and saying this because it was like I'm in a war between myself. There's this war between myself. I can't believe what I'm uttering with my mouth, because it was not that much of what people said about me. It was about what I said about myself.
Yeah.
And to worsen the situation, people will come around, say I look like my dad, and my younger sister Nombilo looks exactly like my mom. And my mom is curvaceous, African woman and fair complexion, and I was dark, you know. So being dark, there was this self fate about myself. Being dark wasn't beautiful. Ladies like you are dark and beautiful. But to me, this wasn't beauty to me, because beauty was fair. Yeah, no, I know, hey, you know, because beauty to me was to be fair, you know, and beauty to me was like to be delicious. Must have calves and whatnot. And I was fit. My legs, I hated my dad when I was wearing shorts, because I used to see my legs and him, and I was like, God, now everyone like, ooh, hey, your legs. I'm like, hey, you are doing them things now. But I had to learn to love myself with those legs and whatnot, because I like I'm saying, I grew up with that self-hate, and I started declaring these things in the mirror even before the lady and suggested the group thing. And it was then that I received compliments. Even people who came along Eka, you know, they would be like, Joyce, are these your kids? And my mom would be like, yeah, this one is Lugi, the first one, and the second is Lumbi. And nobody looks like my mom, like copy and paste, which is my mom. Beautiful, conviction, and confident girl, confident for days. And
she's
with
all
me,
you ever wanted.
she's all I ever wanted. That was beauty to me. And you know, and people will randomly say, oh, this one, Joyce, she's so beautiful, she looks like you. And they'll be like, oh, shame, this one looks like it. The shame, the word shame, you know. And I could see the disappointment in their faces each time they said that. And it used to crush me. It wasn't happening.
And they didn't know.
They didn't know. I forgive them.
You know,
forgive them.
We have to also forgive our elders, because sometimes they don't know what they are doing.
They don't.
So that's why I'm saying to this generation that we have to learn to do these things. Same thing happened to me, because you know my mom was fair and beautiful, you know, and they used to call me Dagazali, so Dagazali, you know, because I also look like my dad, you know, a lot. At least my body looks like I took my mom out, so that's fine. But you know, those things they limit you at some point, you know, they limit you. So it is very important to speak positive about your life, and you know, declare stay positivity until it's manifest.
Yes, yes, yes. It's as important as water.
Surround yourself with people that speak positivity, not only to themselves, but also to about other people. You know, about other people. Don't surround yourself with gossipers. People, it's always about what happened to someone. You know, surround yourself with people that speak positivity, because yonke though, you know, there's a saying that what goes around comes around. Because in looking gossip and it will come back to you very. It will come back to you. So jala into that you will want to reap. You know.
Exactly.
So before we wrap up, any words of wisdom, and you can tell us where is this group of affirmations? How do people get you?
Oh, okay, firstly I'd say thank you so much for allowing me to be here. Okay, I think we are going to leave our WhatsApp link. That's how people can get us. And
on the comment section.
On the comment section, yes, thank you. And on Instagram I'm Lungi Mnomiya, but just Lungi Mnomiya, you can find me there. And as well as on Facebook, Lungi Mnomiya. Yeah, but for declarations, daily declarations that get us on the WhatsApp group. Yeah, okay, before I leave, decide who you want to be and how you want to be that person, and go to the far right of the situation, go to the end result. Believe that you deserve to be that person, no matter how great that person is that you have in your mind. Broaden your scope, erase limitations, take off that limiting belief about yourself, embrace positivity, believe that you can be anything you put your mind to, anything and whatsoever. Believe that there's no scarcity, there's enough for everyone. Believe that there's space for you. I like what Zozimini said, before he was crowned in this world. She said, take up space. I challenge you to take up space today, because playing small does not help anybody. You playing small is shortening us, because we don't even know what is it that we are looking for until you become that thing we are looking for. You could be the next big thing, the next solution in our politics. You could be the next solution in the Department of Health. You could be the next solution in the music industry. Anyway, take up space. In the business setting, you could be the next solution. Take up space. Believe you can be and become anything you put your mind to. Believe that the universe has got your back. You can become anything you want. Believe these words. Believe you are beautiful. Believe you are handsome. Believe you are intelligent. Believe you are smart. Believe that you can wake up and become that which you desire to be. Only think about the end result. Don't think about what is right now. What is right now is not who you are. Those are the result of your past thoughts and actions. But what you become is what we are waiting for. Keep becoming, unbecome, to keep becoming. What you are, remember this quote, my husband used to give me this quote. He said, what you are is a gift from God, but what you become is a gift to God. So keep becoming. Learn those books. Start that business. Go for that audition. Go for that interview. Write that book. We are waiting for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow. I am so humbled. So thank you so much for those wise words. And thank you for honoring us with your presence. Thank you so much. Till next time.